This is Torres. There's the shot. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Showing great feet there. Yamal. Great chance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? David Villa is flagged offside. Vidal. Played out to the left flank. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
नहीं खेले अच्छे तो आधा गोली पड़ेंगे नहीं खेलेंगे ढंग से
It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
नहीं अवे गेम ऐसा ही होता है सिटी क्या खेली है वो तो 50-50 था सॉफ्ट पेनल्टी दी है वो तो मैं भी बोल रहा हूँ सॉफ्ट पेनल्टी अच्छा लगा पहली बार जब आर्सेनल की सॉफ्ट पेनल्टी मिली
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
अरे वो भी टट्टी खेले वो भी कौन सा चांसेस बना रहे थे उनके
Doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's become a case of men against boys. Torres does well to get it back. Well, no, he's seen through all of that.
अरे विक्टर वॉल्डे से गेम वॉइस कम करो अपनी गेम वॉइस तो जियो देखना बंद है
By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
और कम कर देता हूँ
Really are in control here. They've done exactly
हेलो
what they
मोहसिन
set out
दास
to
भाई
do.
क्या हाल चाल है वेलकम टू द
Genuinely
स्ट्रीम
know about football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Spain are looking
आगे हैं
awesome.
वो बहुत
Going into
गंदा आगे
half-time
हैं
with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
मैड्रिड का मैं तेरे को बोला था ना कि मैड्रिड वो करेगी सिट बैक करेगी देख ले सिट बैक करके उन्होंने काउंटर ही मारे थे गोल
Going for the second half.
तीसरा गोल अच्छा मारा था विक्टर वाल्डे का जो तीसरा गोल था ना क्या काट के मारा है वो तीसरा गोल था
Pretty
देखने
much the
वाला
end of that. He's having a shot. He's got a goal.
वो मज़ा आया देखने में तीसरा गोल पहला गोल भी अच्छा मारा था उसने बड़े आराम से काट के वो डीप लाइन फॉरवर्ड की तरह खेल रहा था देखा नहीं उन्हें कैसा खेल रहा था वो पीछे आ जा रहा था फिर सिर्फ बाकी विंगर्स में वो बिल्कुल ऊपर चला जा रहा था चलो अच्छे खेले यार वो पूरा प्लानिंग से जो थी उनकी नहीं रूमी के लिए मैं गया ही नहीं ब्रो स्पॉन्सर नहीं मिला ये क्या नाम है इसका रकुल बोल रहा था कि भाई मैं स्पॉन्सर करता हूँ तुमको मिला क्या मोहसिन भाई मोहसिन तेरे को मिला क्या यार अच्छा ही है रूमी और रूमी के लिए तू पूछ रहा है अच्छा नहीं है और रूमी तेरा जाएगा तो मैं अभी बता देता हूँ भाई अच्छा कार्ड है वो रूमी का बढ़िया कार्ड है ये तेरा जाएगा मैक्स 107 जाएगा मैक्स
That's been drilled. It shoots. They've got to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend. And finally, they've decided to single him out.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
108 जाएगा मैक्सिमम यस मिल गया कितने में मिला तुमको कितने में मिला
is nigh on utopian.
ब्लिट्स काम का अच्छा ओल वाला तो फिर रहने दे ब्लिट्स के अरे ब्लिट्स पे ज़्यादा डिपेंड रहना ही क्यों
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
मतलब रहने दे फिर नेक्स्ट वीक आ रहा है उसका भी चला जो नेक्स्ट आ रहा है अब तेरे को प्लेयर चाहिए नेक्स्ट वीक वो आ रहा है ना डोनाडोनी आ रहा है प्लेटिनी आ रहा है और एक और था अबेटिनी वो आ रहा है तूने आज निकाला या पहले का था अबे यार ये गोल पे गोली मारे जा रहा है समझ गया मैं
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
How many? Just how many?
To be expected, Peter. They've stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks.
Tries a shot.
ये अच्छा मूव कटिंग साइड करता है ये आज निकाला क्या मोहसिन
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. And things...
He's going for goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Lamine Yamal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
अरे मोहसिन भाई आज से निकाला कब निकाला ये तो बताओ
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
मोहसिन भाई कब निकाला यार बढ़िया कार्ड मिल गया तेरे को भी ये
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that has left him in a heap. Well, played right into his path. He's in a great position here. He is through here. Decent chance! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
6 added minutes has been
Spain
indicated.
finding their pass. Shapes to save.
Oh,
Oh, it's
boy,
gone
yeah.
right. Vidal. Looking to play him in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great vision. This looks promising. Now, can he find a finish? Jamal! And again! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Spain have done it. The perfect outcome in this most...
निकाल दो यार दे दो ऑलमो दे दो पहचो ऑलमो दे दो भैंचोद। इतनी ज़बरदस्त टीम बन जाएगी ना मेरी ऑलमो के साथ, कसम से। अगर ऑलमो मिल जाता मेरे को नेक्स्ट टाइम में।
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Okay.
And already we're underway here. Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres?
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Tries to pass it through. And this is Iniesta. Great chance!
Fuck, man.
Lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Iniesta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through.
Abe referee.
He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he is going into that little black book. De Arrascaeta. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And Torres!
अरे नहीं.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed
Yeah,
with himself,
कैसे
Peter, but
बताएंगे?
he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Ugarte. Here's Nandez. David Villa. He's going for goal!
वो भाई
Sensational from
क्या
David
मारे
Villa!
मिलाने में.
A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
After 30 minutes,
He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Back into the middle. Can he finish? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
What a throw in. Nandez. He's picked his way through.
Wendy's.
Punched away. Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. Ugarte. De Arrascaeta. Now it's Torres. This looks promising.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ugarte. Looking to play him in. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
ये कैसे बच सकता है यार?
Fizzed.
ये तो अजीब हो गया.
There's the whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Spain certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the
Just a
pedal.
quick
They
announcement,
need to keep
and an
pushing,
exciting one too.
keep
We're
imposing.
about to announce
Don't leave
today's
the door
function
open
updates.
for the opposition.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Spain are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are already... Go for it! It's bounced back off the post.
भाई साहब.
Oliveira. That's De Arrascaeta. Nandez. David Villa has found the net here, of course. Yamal. Great vision. And this is Torres. Oh, well played, well played. He is just caressing the ball.
अरे
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much better solution.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
अबे यार ये क्या कर रहे हैं?
Looking for the run. Now it's Yamal. Plenty to aim at here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Arrascaeta. Araujo tidy with his distribution.
क्या कब्र करीब बन सकता?
De Arrascaeta. He's in plenty of space here. Yamal. He's got away. And that's been won straight back. Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away!
After 77 minutes.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Coming on the field.
Spain find a position of real strength now. The most accurate pass. Spain are closing in on a comfortable win. Now it's Nandez. Knocks it into space. Now it's Villa. And this is Torres. Torres proves just a little... Torres! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Substitution for Uruguay, number 20.
Uruguay making consecutive changes here.
Number 18.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, he's bustling through, chance for a shot!
3 minutes at a time.
A whisker away
यार
from
ये
making
कैसे
it
इंटरसेप्ट
four.
हो गई?
Cleared away. De Arrascaeta. And this is Torres. And Torres! And that is the last effort of the game. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Spain really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have gotten a doubt.
अबे यार ये क्या बकचोदी है?
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
अरे नहीं.
No, he's not getting past him there. David Villa. David Villa! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
यार
And it's played into the middle. And he's gone backward here. Good ball, good take. He gets big. Goal, Spain! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
अबे जमाल.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Diaz receives it in a good position here. Can he get it through?
अरे यार
Cut short. Throw it. Carvajal. Now it's Yamal. He's having a go. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Colombia upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Lovely feet. And he's gone looking for looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. David Villa. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
There will be 1 minute added time.
James Rodriguez stood up well to him there. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Spain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Villa's cross. He's got full. He scores!
गोल है ये
Look
बढ़िया
what
गोल
it
था
means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Could be danger here. He's beaten the last man. Played back in, and he welcomes it in. Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer.
And the shot has fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there!
ये बढ़िया था
Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitution for Colombia, number 14.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought...
He's through and all, and Torres! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class! And And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
70 minutes is
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
He's having a shot! Sticks it away! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
the goal scorer for Spain.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
David Villa.
And yes, it's him again.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rodri. Well, they could break here.
Yes.
Looking for options for movement. And he's worked it through. Great chance! It's in! And he is just ripping it up.
The goal
Well, it's a goal
scorer for
fest, and the
Spain.
fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 25.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
And a chance!
Coming on the field is number 20, Juan Quintero. Substitution for Colombia, number 10, James Rodriguez. Coming on to replace him is number 25,
Spain are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Diaz! And it's Fernando Torres. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
has been indicated.
Threads one in. Well, that's too far for anyone. Has a look and place it forward. And that will be it. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Spain can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for.
Please
Good
be
evening
made
to you.
aware that
Full
is
time.
permitted in
दे दो यार जोड़ है बड़े भोसड़ी के हैं यार ये।
The premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Already Torres! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, it's earned their reputations for the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
After 4 minutes is number 25.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Lovely feet. Musiala. Now it's Kimmich. Ball is over the line. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ter Stegen gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Yamal going full steam down the flank. And he's managed to get free. Yamal! He scores! And in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 19.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more deep.
And Torres! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Fernando Torres made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind the defence.
Realm, and it's Vitz. Can he get away here? Now it's Yamal. Yamal, very nicely done. Knocks it into space. Carvajal has it out wide, and oh, what a
अरे क्या मिस कर रहा है ब्रो?
that needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area, and plenty of movement too.
Tar and Raum. Vitz. 15 minutes till half time. Adeyemi tries to play it through. Musiala! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Musiala is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. Germany with another chance from a corner.
चलो
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Stiller just eases him off the ball. Out to the left it goes. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Stiller. And it's Musiala. Iniesta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
नहीं यार फिर से
On the first half.
Spain really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team.
Today to
I
please
expect to
take
see
all
the
the
same
out
positive
bins located
intent
by the
after the
entrance
break,
gates.
the same
Thank you
purpose
very
again.
much for your cooperation.
Spain in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Adeyemi. Iniesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Havertz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's picked it up out wide. Here's found a way through. Out of play for a goal kick. Andrić. Kimmich. He is starved of space and time. Now it's Villa. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to it.
Shot a goal! What about that from Fernando Torres? He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are cruising away. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation.
Torres! And how did he not make it? Well,
it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Substitution in progress.
Rodri. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. They get a throw in.
Substitution.
And it's Goretzka. Xavi Alonso, perfectly measured that. Yamal is on it, and a chance! Euphoria,
Goal.
utopia, and they are cavorting. Just cruising, they are cruising. Not a defender in sight, he had all the time in the world.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys. Pavlovic. Here's Goretzka. Nicely weighted ball. Iniesta. Kimmich cuts out the pass.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Wits! Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! It's in! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Spain have done it. The perfect outcome in this most passionate of games. Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम पे पीछे को लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो.
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. There's a sharp little ball here.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Look at the space here. Goal! Arsenal take the lead. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pinches it off him. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be
अबे
looking
इस
to
बार ना
cause even
कीपर
more
इसको
damage here. Vieri really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Crosses it in. Looking to play him in. Piontek just eases him off the ball. Szymanski coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Referee has just said play on. Cash. And it's Szymanski. Piontek. Oh, it's a nice idea. In he goes again.
Added time.
Vieira. Looking for the run. That looks a cracking goal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. The second half off to a spectacular start. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cash. Some good work on the right flank here. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's a key interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's looking wide. And here's Lewandowski. That has not gone well. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pele! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Kivior gets good distance on it. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, he's the main threat, so if he attracts much of the attention, then others have to make hay.
Cash. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Threads one in. Played into space out wide. Crunching tackle.
यार
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Pele. He can get that clear. Shot could be on. It's Pele! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Pele puts his foot on the gas. He has found the way through. Great chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So now the difference is 3. Vieri. Gerrard. Kivior makes the interception. Szymanski. Oh, that is a nice touch. Nicely spread. Frankowski. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Pele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim...
निकल जा भाई, दे दो कुछ। $15,000 ये दे दिए, 5-6 ये दे दिए। ओके अर्जेंटीना गलत है यार।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. but the passionate
Against
crowd
Arsenal.
demands. I'm Peter Henry, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway. And the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Arsenal gain their reward with an early goal. Tries to play it through. Cross goes in there. Gerrard gets it clear. They get a throw in. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's clever. Header! Firm header, just
क्या
on target.
भागा है भाई.
He did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
There's a probing ball. Quarter of an hour played. Now that's well seen too. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Pinches it off him. Great vision. No, that's been intercepted.
अरे यार.
New Zealand really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy and turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Delivered across. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Thuram. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Somewhat off target. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get him away? Oh no, this does not look good. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! Now it's Wood.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's got away. And the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Roberto Carlos looking to
अरे
penetrate opposition
नहीं
lines.
यार.
And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
अबे भाग मेरी.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Threads one in. Well played right into his path. Now it's Wood, succumbs to the pressure. Turan, the man that is tenacity personified. Now it's Pele. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's another good win of the ball. And this is Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Ronaldo.
Substitution for New Zealand. Number 19. Coming on the field is number 18.
And he lines up a big header. Oh, split-second reaction.
Vieri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pele! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Looking for the run. Big chance! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Wood is herring after that one. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitution for New Zealand. Number 11. Number 7. Coming on the field. Number 17.
Tries to pass it through.
Number 24.
Promising position. Oh, good take and a good air. Shot a goal! Vieri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's on his way! Pele! Superb from Pele! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Can he spark a counter here? He is through here. Now it's Gerrard. 4 extra minutes added on. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. He's in a good position here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results.
अबे हट बे ये करते हैं पहले कंप्लीट भाई साहब
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved.
अबे ये एरियल नहीं है सही
Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. He might be in here. The ball goes in. Terrific header. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Searching pass he's played there. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Neymar, he has found the way through. It's run loose here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, it's come loose. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter. But with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Great chance! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable class finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 10.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Tries the cross. He's shooting!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
No way he was going to be out-muscled. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Spread it left. Xavi Alonso could move up a gear here. Neymar, good strong midfield running here. Neymar ploughing through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal.
अरे नहीं यार
Last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Arsenal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
अरे नहीं
It's a
यार
goal. That has been the crucial difference. No, that's been intercepted. Arsenal are still that goal to the good. Early ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, this is from Mario. He's having a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Eder Militao does well to get it back. Carvajal looking for the run. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pinches it off him. Nicely weighted. He's had a shot! That has not gone well. So much time and space here. And claimed big chance! Decent hit and on target. That's a shooting chance! Messi. And it's from Mario.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 11, Romario.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Fernando Torres. Number 15, Neymar. Number 10, Messi. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Looking for options for
Number
movement
17, Owen.
into the last
Number
5
18,
minutes.
Diego Forlan. Number
Roberto
9,
Carlos cuts it out.
Substitution.
Alonso tries to pass it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter,
2
did he?
added minutes has been indicated.
Shoots at a goal! And that is the last effort of the game. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of
And
their
a quick
people.
reminder today, everybody, to make
Your
sure
final
to put
thoughts,
any
Jim?
litter in
I
the
think we
bin
just saw a team winning
for your
by playing to their
cooperation.
strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains.
बहन चूत साला हो क्या रहा है ये? निकल तो रहा नहीं बहन चूत, मैं क्या करूं? अब पछता रहा हूँ कि साला निकाल दो भाई कुछ तो.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
He is through here. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 13 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
Arsenal make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Under an awful lot of pressure. And the two sides separated by the game's own Messi!
बच गए भाई,
Great
बच गए.
build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Messi Rodriguez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rudiger. And it's Neymar. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Torres proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Hesse. Searching pass he's played there. Chouameni deals with that comfortably. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Neymar takes control of it. It's Neymar! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Arsenal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Nicked it back promptly. That has been slung wide. Shot a goal! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Has been indicated.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Arsenal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back underway. Neymar. That was good alertness. Las Palmas looking to pass their way through. Now it's Hesse. Played out to the left flank. And that is out of play. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Romario. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He has found a way through, and he was alert to it.
Romario really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that's surely a foul. Free kick. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
On the field, number 14. Coming on the field is number 19.
Can he get it through? Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Torres, and it's Messi. And here's Romario. He's found a way through. Romario! And he has kept it out somehow.
Romario actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Defending of the desperate variety.
गोल होना चाहिए था ये चिट्टे यार भाई लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग से पैसे कितना बनता है फिलहाल तो कुछ भी नहीं बनता भाई इसके लिए व्यूज़ चाहिए चैनल बड़ा चाहिए स्पॉन्सर चाहिए मेरा तो फिलहाल कुछ नहीं आता मेरे को बेंचो
Start all over again with the goalkeeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
कहाँ से मिलता है इस टीम से बड़ी पैसा मिलता है यार भाई
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
There's the shot!
भाई क्या शॉट अभी फोर लेन का अपने काम करता हूँ छोटा मोटा
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a
सही
question
टाइम
of
पे मिल
holding
गई
on.
लीड
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, there's a probing ball. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Kubo.
अरे यार एक टच था
Las Palmas finding their and that
निकल
is that.
जाता वहाँ से
Well,
तुम
that
कहाँ
was
से भाई
good. A
अभी बोलो
terrific
क्या बोल रहे हो
advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to
FS77
trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
भाई दे दो अल्मो यार दे दो एक अल्मो दे दो बेंचो साला इतना भी क्या हो गया अरे क्या हरामी बैक है बेंचो हद है यार सीरियसली बहुत हद है ये तो जो 15 ये दे दिए 3 मेरे को मतलब नहीं है मैचेस मेरे को प्लेयर चाहिए था साला हट गए हैं शिट यार व्यूज क्यों कम आ रहे हैं यार एडिट वीडियो यार सालों अल्मो तो दे दो कम से कम शर्म करो कुछ बहनचोद अल्मो दे देते नहीं मेरे को तो बात ही बन जाती बहनचो नहीं देंगे अभी अल्मो का हो गया काम मैं तो रेड डालूंगा उनको ब्लू डलवाऊंगा सेंटूस अरे वाह ये तो सेम टू सेम ही आ गई मैं जो भी स्ट्रीम पे प्लीज चैनल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करो यार
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt, these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's beaten the last man. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen
भाई क्या गोल मारा वीरी ने यार वीरी ये चीज़ बड़ी प्यारी है सीरियसली बॉल को पकड़ो पीछे खींचो
heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Arsenal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Now it's Vieri. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Vieri. Now it's Vieri.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Torres. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
अभी रेफरी साले ले तो ली बॉल में नहीं रेड कार्ड तूने नहीं देना येलो कार्ड तूने नहीं देना साला हरामी जैसी
It is just a verbal warning. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Roberto Carlos ploughing through the middle. Spread it left. Gerrard delivers. Khan deals with that, nice and simple.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Modric. Good play on the left-hand side here. Gerrard. Xavi Alonso. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
मिस कर दिया.
Arsenal with the corner, there first. Gerrard! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the first 45 minutes are up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Arsenal certainly feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep it closing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Arsenal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution for Santos. Number 18, Joshua Kimmich. Number 22, Modric.
And we're underway again.
Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Now it's Pele.
Rui Costa. Number 6.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pele. And the counter is on. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
A case now of complete control. And that has put paid to that. Pele. That looks a bit... He's got it away. Messi.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard. Oh, that's well spotted. It's Rui Costa. Messi. And this is Pele. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Now it's Torres.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, super find. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, well played, well played. Sticks it away. And with that, he takes
भाई
home the
भाई
match ball.
बहुत गंदा है भाई.
And there was his third, and boy, he business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
अबे जमाल नहीं चाहिए मुझे सालों. कितने जमाल लूँगा मैं बेंचों. डबल चेयर, फ्लिप फ्लैप, मार्टल टर्न, कटमेन टर्न, सोल कंट्रोल. बहन जो खतरनाक चीज़ें दे रखी हैं इसे. नब्बे 91. वाह क्या टीम है भाई बंदे की. पागल है साला. ओवन को बिठा रखा है. इंजागी को बिठा रखा है. बेंचो रूमी को खिला रहा है.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, the 10th of July 2021 was such a significant day in the international career of Lionel Messi, was it not, Jim?
Yeah, he finally got that giant monkey off his back at the 5th time of asking.
And possibly that was the moment that Messi was finally given the credit he has deserved for his services to his nation. 16 years since his debut in 2005, 4 times a runner-up, never scored in a major final, but all of that was gloriously eclipsed. It's Iniesta! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Iniesta just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And we have our very first corner. Zico goes short. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Pelé. Zico. João Cancelo. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Pelé in acres of space out wide. An uncompromising challenge. Oh, wonderful by himself.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! There's a sharp little ball here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Iniesta looking to be a menace in the final third.
Arsenal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Iniesta. Closing in on... It's Iniesta! And that is doing no harm at all.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution in progress.
second half gets underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Goes down, but nothing given. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. In by Fernando Torres. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now it's Pelé. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pelé, Vieri, there's the shot! Zico, Messi. That's a cute ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Seedorf.
Oh, great feat, that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Owen. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Zico.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Maldini. Ferdinand. Can he get on the end of this? Pelé. Pelé! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
And this is Torres. Oh, that's a very... And he shoots! And the whistle goes. So nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello,
Fortunes
everybody, and
can turn
welcome to
either way
today's
from this
match.
point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the shots! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. Keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have had Messi! It's in! Two! And we've barely begun here. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rodri cuts it out. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bellingham! Sensational from Bellingham! A finish right from the top draw. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And this is Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! He scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
This is Vieri. And Rossini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that is as far as they're going to go. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Vieri. Vieri puts his foot on the gas. And it's Bellingham. That's really well manoeuvred. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And the finish!
अरे यार क्या कर रहे हैं बहनचोद
They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There will be 3 minutes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the half-time whistle goes. Arsenal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for a runner. Pele. That's tidy. It's Pele! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
One sweeping move, executed, shapes to shoot! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He does it with
क्या है ये?
efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it.
He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And here's Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Fernando Torres. Oh, well played. Oh, easy pickings there. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Vieri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now, can he find a finish? That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Picked out and a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Arsenal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 19.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
यार हद है कसम seriously.
Messi. Number 9.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's intervened well there. That has been cut short. Played into space. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, that's a key interception.
El
There
Paso
will be 5
Locomotive
minutes added
really don't
time.
have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Rodri spots it and intercepts. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That's the keeper's ball. Could move up a gear here. And that's it. Arsenal have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games.
Much for your cooperation.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
अच्छा ये 2 मैच जीतने पड़ेंगे मेरे को. 1750 हो जाएंगे। हाँ 2 3 26, 2 4 26। अच्छा ये दोनों ही देंगे ये सबको।